Ethics of Our Fathers, the third chapter, the 17th Mishnah states, he would also say, meaning Rabbi Akiva in this case, beloved is man, for he was created in the image of God. It is a sign of even greater love that it has been made known to him that he was created in the image of God, as it says, for in the image of God he made them. Genesis chapter 9 verse 6. Continuing, beloved are Israel, for they are called children of God. It is a sign of even greater love that it has been made known to them that they are called children of God. As it is stated, you are children of the Lord your God, in Deuteronomy 14:1. Beloved are Israel, for they were given a precious article. It is a sign of even greater love that it has been made known to them that they were given a precious article. As it is stated, I have given you a good purchase. My Torah, do not forsake it. Proverbs 4:2. In 1982, when Israel fought in Lebanon, many Jews from the diaspora volunteered to help the war effort. The army recognized that they had made a significant contribution and placed Aaron Davidi, a distinguished general, in charge of setting up a permanent organization, which they named Sar-El. The following year, I was given a flyer on the streets of Manhattan, which offered a month in Israel more or less as a reserve soldier. Benefits included guided tours, Shabbos arrangements, room and board, and a round-trip ticket, all for the bargain price of $500. It was a good deal, and over 100 people like me took it. After we had been in Israel about a week, we traveled to Jerusalem for a reception where we would be addressed by a few members of the Knesset. No exaggeration, over 30 members of the Knesset showed up to meet us. Rabbi Menachem Porush from the Agudas Yisrael party warmly welcomed us to Jerusalem. He said several times that it was your capital. He made a point of saying it a number of times, basically saying that it makes no difference in what country a Jew is residing, Jerusalem is still his capital. The group was mostly secular, with a few modern Orthodox and no Haredim. The message was still the same. It makes no difference whether a Jew does mitzvahs and keeps the Torah. Jerusalem is still his capital. He also told us that he was a seventh generation Yerushalmi and that his granddaughter was expecting a child which would be 10 generations in Jerusalem for his family. He was quite proud of this and conveyed the feeling that we should be proud of this as well. There was a hint of exasperation in his voice because the message that Jerusalem was the exclusive capital of the Jewish people to him was simple, but many others did not accept it. The message of the Mishnah is Jews are the children of Hashem. This idea can be difficult to conceptualize, even though we often refer to Hashem as our Father and our King. In addition, refer to the Holy Temple in Jerusalem as the Temple of Hashem. Also, a number of characters in the Tanakh are called servants of God. Some doctrines attempt to create clarity. For example, Tana Devei Eliyahu explains that the 10 spheres are like the limbs of God. Others say that the universe is like God's beard. The Rabbi Nachman story, the master of prayer, gives a human dimension. It is an allegory about a king who represents Hashem, who has a queen, daughter, grandson, friend, advisor, and other attendants. The general idea, though, is that it is impossible for man to fully understand the unity of Hashem and his separation from the universe. The best we can do is meditate on a few flawed metaphors. The Talmud in Nida 31a teaches there are three partners in man: the Holy One, blessed be He, his father and his mother. His father supplies the white substance out of which are formed the child's bones, sinews, brains, nails, and the white in his eye. His mother supplies the red substance out of which is formed the skin, flesh, blood, hair, and the black of his eye. The Holy One, blessed be He, gives him the spirit and the breath, beauty of features, eyesight, power of hearing, and the ability to speak and to walk, understanding and discernment. When his time to depart from the world approaches, the Holy One, blessed be He, takes away his share and leaves the shares of his mother and father with him. The point that conception between man and woman is not assured is often forgotten. The role of HaKadosh Baruch Hu in conception is more clearly seen when it comes after a long period of barrenness and as a response to prayer, as it did with our ancestors Yitzchak, Yaakov, and Yoseph. The Gemara also comments, when a man honors his father and his mother, the Holy One, blessed be He, says, I credit them as if I had dwelt among them and they had honored me. However, when a man vexes his father and mother, the Holy One, blessed be He, says, I did right in not dwelling among them, for had I dwelt among them, they would have vexed me. The Gemara continues with a debate about the verse, you are children of the Lord your God. Rabbi Yehuda says it only applies when the Jews behave like sons. Rabbi Meir differs, saying even if the Jews don't behave like sons, they are still sons of God, albeit bad ones. The Zohar goes even further, stating that the Holy One, blessed be He, the Torah and Israel are one, suggesting that there is a common identity among the three of them. This is similar to the statement by Maimonides, He is the knower, He is the known, and He is the knowledge itself. The implication is that when the Jews keep the Torah, they are in some aspects no different from Hashem. An extension of this idea is that obeying a Talmid Chacham is the same as obeying Hashem, because Hashem would have commanded the same thing. This elucidates Hashem's blessing to Abraham when He commanded him to go for yourself to a land that I will show you, and I will bless those that bless you. The foundation is that a man loves those that love his son that does his will. Part of the reason is that if one loves a son that is like his father, they would love the father himself. What we see from this is that a good Jew should, to a certain extent, see religion and its institutions as his personal property. When somebody donates a book to a synagogue, it is not much different from giving a book to a Talmid Chacham. One of the reasons is because the Talmid Chacham will use that book. However, it is also like a son who will use his father's books and at times even call them his own. Likewise, honoring religion is not so different from honoring one who personifies its values. In addition, when the nation of Israel really is the nation of Torah and is not subservient to another nation, it is not much different from Hashem openly ruling the world. These are the days of the Mashiach. May they come speedily and in our days. Thank you.